Alright, we're up to chamber 32, and for this assignment you're going to create a survey using a Google form that you're going to then send out and share with others. So for this you will go to your Google Docs and your Drive page, and you'll go to Create Form. And Google Forms works like many of the other Google Docs as far as the tools and such. So first thing here, you can name it. I'll put a sample survey, and then you can choose your theme. There's all these different themes just based on how you want yours to look, and then click OK. And then here's how it is set up. It has the first question here, and then as you go through you can add more questions, more items. At any time, if you want to see what this is like the editing version of it as you're editing it. If you want to see what the fancy pretty version looks like, just click on View Live Form, and then it will show you here, and it opens a new tab. So here you will put your first question. For this assignment you're going to have at least 3 different types of questions. So right here is the question type. There's multiple choice, which is like a test where it doesn't allow you to select more than one answer. There's checkboxes, which allows you to select if you wanted them to be able to select multiple answers. There's text, where you can just type in a short little answer. There's paragraph text, where you can type in a longer answer. Choose from a list, so they're selecting an option. Scale, like scale from 1 to 5 or 1 to 10. A grid, that one's a little more complicated. The date, if you want people to be able to select one day, and time. You can make it duration, like between this time and this time. So I'm going to start with a simple one, which would be multiple choice. So again, multiple choice means they're only going to be able to select one answer. What day of the week is your favorite? So this one, I would only want there to be one possible answer, because unless there's a tie, they wouldn't really be selecting 2. So you can just type Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then there's a feature right here I want to point out that is Add Other. So most people are most likely going to select Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but you can put in Other, and people could just type in their answer. That would be good if you were doing something where there's a whole bunch of different choices. For this one, I could actually have Other as an option. Now, it won't allow them to type in, but it just lets me know that it's a day other than Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. I do want you to make your questions required, so you check this box, required question. That means whoever's responding to it must answer it. Otherwise, it won't let them submit it. By the way, right here, you can add help text, where you can give instructions. Although that's not really that helpful, I just want to show you that you can add text right there. For at least one of your questions, please add help text. So then when I'm done with this one, I can click Done, and that's kind of what it will look like. Now I can go to my live form, and here's the prettier version of it. You'll notice the red asterisk meaning required, so this one is a required question. Okay, then I'm going to go back to it, and now I'm going to add one that has a different type. For this one I'm going to do check boxes. So here I'm going to give a question where there could be more than one possible answer. So for example, which of the following? So which of the following restaurants do you eat at? So if people ate at more than one of these, they could select more than one. So I'll do some in the collection here. Yard House, Jen, Famous Dave's, Kabuki. I don't know how to spell cerebello, so I'll go with so you can see I couldn't think of the name of the yogurt place, so there's Menchie's. Okay, so this is a checkbox, so I'm going to make it a required question. I'm going to click done, then I'm going to go to the live form, and now you can see that if somebody was filling this one out, it only allows me to select one of these answers. Whereas on this one, if you eat at all these places, you can check all of them if you want. So you're going to select all that apply. Actually, that would be a good example of one where you would want help text. So please choose all that apply, so that would point out to somebody that they can select more than one. You're then going to have one more question, so at least 3 questions. I'll say 3 to 5 questions, and choose one that has a different type of question. So I'm actually going to put a text one, so a short answer. Which of the above restaurants is your favorite? And they're going to do a text answer, and then I'm going to have a follow-up one that goes with that, which is going to be a scale on a scale of 1 to 10. Would you rate that? I'm having trouble typing. Restaurant. And then here for the help test, I'll say 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. And I'm going to change it from 1 to 10 to 1 to 5. Actually, right here you can also label, so I'll say like terrible and the greatest. And I'm going to make that a required question as well. So now I have 4 questions, and they're actually 4 different types. I have multiple choice, checkbox, text, and then a scale. And I can go to my live form to see what that looks like. And here you can see what it will look like when you send it out. When you're ready, you're going to click send form, and I'd like you to just send it to me, of course, and then send it to some of your friends or just the people in the class, or you can send it to me and I can forward it to everyone in the class. What I would like you to do for your individual chambers is once you get responses, you can go up here to view responses, and it's going to show you a spreadsheet of all the responses. Actually, for sharing though, what I would like you to do is go to responses up here and then summary of responses, and when you get responses here, you're going to get a graph or different graphs of your answers. Share with me one of those graphs, so take a screenshot of that, and that's how you'll show it in your individual chambers. So choose things that are fun, have fun with this assignment, and that is chamber 32.